Good morning, Ollie.
Morning.
2 good wins. I imagine the landscape's changed and everybody's up, aren't they?
Say that again.
The landscape's changed. Everybody's up. Everyone's positive. Everyone's optimistic after.
Yeah, of course, it affects moods when you get results. But it's still windy and cold out there. As I said, the landscape doesn't change that much. It's on to the next one.
You suggested on Friday that Paul Pogba was training, was on the grass. Is there any chance he might be involved against Alkmaar, or is that
No.
too soon?
Yeah, it's too early yet, yeah.
And in terms of prognosis of how long that might take?
Mm,
Still talking about 2019?
yeah, we hope so. Yeah, so he's working hard to get fit. So hopefully we can get him back on the pitch.
Ollie, how much difference has the last 2 games meant in terms of people inside and outside the club having more conviction about what you're trying to do?
Inside, we've always had belief that what we're doing is the right thing. So it might change the perception on the outside, but then results, you can't control that. Of course, it could have been 2 draws, it could have been 4-0 wins. That's just the nature of football. Sometimes you've got the margins your side, and I think the decision we made by sending a young team to Kazakhstan and Astana made the players that stayed here have more energy and be really ready for this week, because it was a hard week.
But there's more conviction about when you're saying we're going on the right path, where we know that we are making progress. There's more conviction behind it when you've beaten Tottenham and Manchester City than there is when you're losing against Bournemouth or Newcastle.
Yeah, of course, results always, that's the proof in the end. But inside we've always believed what we're doing. And yeah, it's going to be ups and downs, we've said that as well. But we are on the right track. And then, because I see these boys every single day in training. And what the attitude and the skills and the quality they've got. So I've not been that worried.
In terms of this competition, are you bothered whether you win the group or not? I mean, obviously you need a draw to finish top.
Of course I'm bothered, because I'm not going to send these boys out and say I don't care if you win or lose. Every time you play for Man United is a game that you have a chance to prove to yourself and to the teammates that you deserve to be, to me, to the supporters, that you deserve to be part of this team for a long time.
Morning, Ollie. I just wondered where this last week ranks amongst yours personally in your career of football. How good has it been for you?
You don't get too much time to think about that because it's a game again. So I don't rank weeks. I don't look at it that way. I just look forward.
And in terms of the record against the so-called top 6, and then, as Simon mentioned before, some of the results against Bournemouth and Newcastle, what do you put that down to? Because the performances have been very different.
We played well.
And why?
Because we played well, and we have good players. We have, of course, teams. There's different teams. Every opposition give you different problems, and you've got to solve them problems, and you've got to create problems to the others. So that's just football.
Just in terms of other injury news, is Nemanja Matic fit anytime soon? Is he
Yeah.
going to be involved?
Yeah, he's fit. Yeah, he's due to be involved. Yeah.
Diego Dallo, is there any chance?
He's just started training, 1-day training, so it's a bit too early for Diogo.
Ollie, I know we keep talking about Paul and coming back, but the way your midfield's been playing, Fred's got much better. Is it an automatic that he goes straight back in the team?
Let's get Paul fit first, and then back in form, and Paul will play loads of games. This is, for me, he's one of the best players in the world, and we're looking forward to having him back.
You're back within sight of the top 4 after the last 2 wins in the league, but how important is it to keep the Europa League campaign going in terms of A, winning a trophy, and B, with that avenue to the Champions League as well?
You can ask Sergio as well, because we've won this trophy a few years ago, and it's a great tournament. For me, I've enjoyed it with Molde, I'm enjoying it now, and of course we're hoping to go all the way.
Hi, Ole. We saw this special moment between you and Sir Alex when you raised your fist towards him after the game on Saturday. What was the verdict from him? It's a long time since we've seen him that happy with the game. Did he recognise himself in what he saw?
He's a Man United man through and through. Of course, you're happy when you beat your local rivals. But for us, it's important that we go on to the next one and keep on winning. And he might have had a glass of red wine, I don't know. I didn't see him after the game, or I saw him in the dressing room, but you must ask him next time you see him.
Sorry, Sergio?
Yeah.
No matter the talk outside of the club, it seems to be a very, very strong support for the manager and for the project amongst the players. Can you say something about how strong that belief is in the group?
Voy a hablar en español. I want to speak in Spanish because it's better for me.
Sí.
Es more easy. Para mí creo que nosotros que de chiquito en Argentina veíamos el United, él estaba dentro de esos equipos ganadores. Y creo que la gente, los fans nuestros, se identifican muchísimo con él y con el club, ¿no? Sabemos que es una persona muy fuerte dentro del club. Y desde el día que le dieron la responsabilidad que toma este grupo siempre le demostró la confianza y la tranquilidad que tenía a la hora de trabajar. Y creo que en este último tiempo hemos logrado un crecimiento bastante importante. Habíamos arrancado muy bien, después tuvimos una pequeña baja, pero el grupo siempre estuvo unido, el grupo siempre tiró para adelante para que las cosas salgan bien. Y hemos demostrado que nosotros confiamos en él, que él confía en nosotros y que las cosas se van a hacer para el bien del club.
I think that back home in Argentina, certainly when I was a kid, we all used to sit watching Manchester United games back then, and Ole was part of that great winning side. He was a major part of that. So we recognise people in Argentina from those victories and from those performances and trophies won, just what a great important role he played and what a strong character he was as a member of this club. And since the time Ole took charge and took the reins as manager, we as a group and a team and a squad have had ultimate confidence in what he's been trying to achieve, and he's got our support, and we've been working together closely to achieve our goals. I think that this season we started well, results-wise, performance-wise. They made a little bit of a dip, but even throughout that dip of form, we all remained pushing in the same way, moving in the same direction, and I think you can firmly say that not only has the group got the group as a group, we've got ultimate respect and trust in Ole, and I think it's a mutual thing. It's the same from him towards us as well. So yeah, and it's all about moving forward together and working together as a squad, a team, and a management team.
Hi Ole. You went over to the fans at Etihad. How important has their support been this season, and do you feel they understand what you're aiming to build?
Our fans know their football, and they're the best fans in the world. I've had so many good moments with them, and of course it's important that you celebrate these moments, because it was a big day for the ones who went over, and it's also important that we put things in perspective when it doesn't go as well. So, and I've only had positive contact with our fans. So, and I'm sure our relationship will remain.
Ole, you said you've always had belief internally about the direction you're going. Is the hardest thing to get is that consistency? Is that the big battle for you as a group of players and a manager now?
Of course, it's consistency is vital in football if you're going to win trophies. And this young team, they need to learn how to put performances on maybe when they don't feel like it, maybe don't feel great, because it doesn't happen that you feel great every single time that you walk onto the pitch. And we've had some games this year where we've not been able to perform as well as we would like, but that's a learning curve. And with young boys, I'm sure in the next couple of years they'll improve that as well, and hopefully rest of the season, because we've come through a sticky patch with bad injuries and bad results, and we're looking brighter now.
Hi Ollie, can I just ask how
Jesse and Fred have been since what happened on Saturday? Have you had to give them any extra support in the days that you've seen them since?
Yeah, we've spoken with the boys, of course, and I think they're the same as me, that this isn't how it should be in football, but what we can do is go out onto the pitch next time and prove what we're doing is football, and we're all equal in that respect. So no, it's been a tough couple of days, I'm sure, for Jesse and Fred, but we just have to help the other people as well to understand their behaviour is important.
Hi, Ollie.
Hi.
Fred's been pretty important in this past week, the performances of him. Can you give us an idea of what you've had to do with him, what he's had to do to find this sort of form? Because there were some serious doubts about him probably before these past two games. Fred's
had the confidence of the coaching staff and me and the players all the time. It's been up to him this form is down to him because he's been working really hard, and when he got the chance now when Paul got injured, I think he's really grabbed it with both feet, and we're all happy for him to see him perform at this level, and I'm sure he can kick on and improve.
And there were suggestions last summer that certain agents didn't want to put their players here. They didn't think it was the right environment for them, given where the club was at that time. When you have performances like you've had in the past week, particularly that game against City, do you think that just makes players want to be a part of this club again?
You said agents don't want to put their players there. I'm sure players would want to be here. So, and I don't speak to too many agents, to be fair. So I think Man United is the biggest and the best club in the world, and I'm sure there's so many players out there that would want to be a part of a rebuild of Man United. So, but results, performances, of course, we want to play a type of football that our fans enjoy, our players enjoy, and maybe some opposition players would like to be part of as well.
Hi, Ola.
Hi.
In this club, there is a great and very impressive tradition in using players that have come through the academy.
Yep.
And I'm sure you're going to use somebody tomorrow and
Definitely.
and this weekend as well, which will mark the 4,000 match in a row where there is at least one player. What does that say about Manchester United, and how does that fit into your philosophy as a manager for this club?
It's a game, or it's a tradition that we're very proud of, and it's in our DNA to give young players a chance. And I think you, being from Norway as well, knowing that I always like to give young players a chance, and that they can only surprise you and impress you, the kids, when you give them a chance. So it'll definitely be more than 4,000, and it just goes without saying that we do have a great academy. We've had it for many, many years, and it's something we're proud of.
Hi, Ollie. We haven't seen Phil Jones since the Sheffield United match. Have you had to support him in the wake of that? Has he been injured? What's the update with him there?
Phil's fit, he's training well, training hard, and I'm sure he'll come back. Of course, it was a tactical thing for me there. I had to change the formation at half-time against Sheffield United, and he was the one I used to do, or chose to change. So Phil's fine.
Sergio, how easy is it for you to be on the bench and then just come in for the odd game? How easy is it, you as a professional, for you to be able to do that?
It's not easy, but but I work every day for this, for my ¿cómo se dice? Mi posibilidad, my possibility, you know, when I have my chance in the squad for play, I am ready for this moment. I think so. In the last 4 years, for me, I was in a difficult situation because after I played for the national team for 10 years, but I am ready. I work every day for this, for the chance, and when I have my chance, I try to do my best. And you know, when you have David in front, in the last year, David is the best goalkeeper in the world, and this is difficult. But I work. I am happy. I am in the best club in the world, and this is my. I tell another time when I am young, I see Manchester United many times, and I say one day I want to play in this club, and I am here. I am happy. I work, and when I have my chance, I do my best.
Well, you didn't get to play in the World Cup final because you accepted being second choice at a club every week.
He's played a World Cup final.
You didn't get to do that by being a second choice goalkeeper.
Lo voy a decir en español, así más fácil. No es que yo haya aceptado ser el segundo portero del United. Cuando yo recibo el llamado de Van Gaal en el 2015, para mí era una posibilidad muy importante venir a este club y defender estos colores. Y acepté estar aquí para dentro de unas cosas cumplir un sueño. Y la verdad que no solo llegué a un club, sino que llegué a una familia. Nosotros adentro del club somos una familia y tratamos de que todo sea correcto, de que nuestros fans estén contentos, de que nuestro equipo trate de luchar siempre para ganar títulos. Y llevo 4 años hermosos adentro de este club, en el cual la verdad que me gustaría quedarme muchísimo tiempo más. Y te repito, trabajo día a día para dar mi mejor cuando me toque jugar. Si el día de mañana me toca jugar muchísimos partidos, voy a ser la persona más feliz del mundo. Hoy soy la persona más feliz del mundo jugando pocos partidos y tratando de hacer lo mejor para mí y para mis compañeros.
When I got the chance to come to Manchester United, I knew it's not that I accepted the situation that I'd be playing just a few games. It's when you get the chance to play for the greatest club in the world, it's something that, and the chance to wear this shirt, defend these colours if you like, it's almost like fulfilling a dream coming true. So it's something that you're never going to turn down, the chance to come here. But at the same time, you're not sort of thinking, it's not your intention to be second choice. So when Van Gaal gave me the opportunity, I grabbed it. Here, within this club, both the staff, the players, we're like one big family. And we have a goal. We have a goal to fight hard every time we go on the field, to try and win trophies, to keep our fans happy. I've spent 4 fantastic years here at this club. So much so, I want to stay here as long as I possibly can. If I was playing more regularly and featuring in more games, I'd be the happiest goalkeeper and person in the world. But the fact that I'm still playing the odd game here and there, I'm still very, very happy with my situation because I'm at a great club which I want to stay at.